Did you break your eyeshadow? Well, I've got a solution for you. It's very easy to fix. Let me show you. Today I'm just gonna use two different tools, one with like a small rounded bottom, and then the other side on a different tool is a spatula-like spatula so that I can smooth and tap. If you have one tool that already has both, you don't need, or you can use a wooden stick. You can basically use anything that I think is small enough so where you can crush the pigment and kind of stir it up a little bit and then smooth it flat. So the other thing you'll need is isopropyl alcohol. I'm using 91%, but I don't really think it matters what percentage you're using. Just use alcohol, no water, not diluted, as it is, okay? Okay, let's begin. The tools that I'm using are sterilized, so make sure you do that first, whatever you're using, unless it's wood and it's like a fresh wood stick, obviously you don't need to sterilize that. But if you're using something that you normally use for your beauty care, etc., make sure to sterilize it first. You can use the same alcohol to do that. And very simply, we are going to crush the pigment. It was so nice to pick up all of these little pieces because the texture of this bronzer was so soft. I really actually enjoyed the sensation of picking up all the little shards of the product because I was like, wow, this formula is really beautiful. So this came as a little sample in an order that I placed on the NARS website recently. So I thought that was a really nice, generous sample. Unlike when you buy stuff at Sephora, obviously you can get samples of products that you want to try out at Sephora, but on the actual NARS website, totally unsponsored by the way, hello. I just, I love makeup and I love sharing my experience. So on the NARS website, they give you complimentary samples to try, and I was like, holy shit, like this is quite the generous sample. So I'm just really breaking down these pieces until I'm getting to a more kind of powdery consistency, and it's feeling pretty good. I still do have some bigger pieces in here, so I'm just gonna keep breaking this down until I get to a fine powder. And actually I'm gonna use this little knife side now and continue breaking that down a little bit further. This is so oddly satisfying. This is definitely one of those ASMR type things without the ASMR. You know those chalk videos, those I have found to be very satisfying. Beautiful. I feel very good about this texture, just kind of going through, making sure there aren't any big clumps. I think we're getting there. Now I'm going in with my alcohol, and I'm just going to start with a couple of drops. Hopefully I can get this right, but the aim is for a couple of drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put about 5 in there. And then you're gonna go ahead and mix that pigment together. This definitely needs more. Gave it a nice generous squeeze. So the theory with this is that the alcohol then evaporates out of the product, and you've essentially just created a whole new eyeshadow, powder, whatever. This, I do not think, I have not tried, but I would assume that this may not work with shimmers or with other types of formulas like creams. Maybe a cream you could try it with. I mean, I guess you really have nothing to lose if it's already broken, depending on how it broke. you may be able to salvage some of that, put it in an extra container or whatever. If you just don't even care about trying to save something, like, look at all this time and energy that I'm putting into fixing this when I could just go and buy one. But for me, it's about, honestly, the satisfaction of saving something. Like, this was a gift. This was a wonderful shade that I really liked, and I, will get a lot of use out of it once I do fix it. So going in here and really smoothing out, I feel like most of the alcohol has been stirred in properly. So I'm gonna go in and now spread that out and get as even into the pan as I can so that it looks nice. You want it to look nice when it dries, so just do your best with that. All right, am I getting there? I feel like this is as nice of a look as I'm going to get it here. Now I'm just going to use a couple of Q-tips to clean up the edge. Some more alcohol and just kind of clean that up. So that's pretty much it. All you have to do now is let this air dry approximately 1 day, maybe longer. You just really want it to be fully dried out before you start using it, obviously. So let me know if this worked. Come back, save this so that you have this technique ready at the go whenever you need it, but it's pretty straightforward. Alcohol, crush the pigment, smooth it out, let it dry for about a day or so, and then you can use it again. Instead of wasting a perfectly good product, yes, it may not be the way it looked before, but it's still beautiful and still usable. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.